Hi, beautiful Libras. Time for your weekly reading, April 15th to 21st, 2021. So I'm hoping you're all in a springy mood and things are going really well for you because it is time for a very, very good reading, I hope. Today I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you, which is a very normal reading. I don't typically like it, but my daughter, who is Libra, loves it. She doesn't like things without structure. So maybe you feel the same way. I'm kind of an unstructured person. But we'll try this because I like to give you guys some variety. See what you think. And you can let me know if you would like to, what you think of this reading. So here we go. I hope you're all doing fantastically out there. Getting into the whole spring thing and getting lots done. Okay, here we go. The first card is a card representing you right now. Oh, that's a beautiful card. A card about unity and a special relationship with somebody. It can just be, since it's in this position, it can just be about you, and that's what you have in you, this ability to be a great partner. This card can mean a lover, but it can also mean somebody you're in business with, a very close friend. It's the ability to have that closeness with somebody in this very, very special bonded relationship. It's a wonderful card. I love it. This is what could be crossing you, some obstacle you might have to overcome. Well, that's not really an obstacle now, is it? The star is a lovely card of hope. It's kind of the calm after the storm. It's really a fantastic card. So not really an obstacle at all. So I'm going to say you don't have anything too traumatic happening right at this moment. That's just my guess. Tell me if that is untrue. But if that's the card that's the obstacle, I would not look at it as an obstacle. Having hope is always good. I mean, maybe if you want to look at it as an obstacle, I guess you could say being too optimistic is bad. I mean, people have accused me of that. But, what's the alternative? I mean, I also have pessimistic qualities. And sometimes, yes, that's better in a way because then you've already expected the worst. So, but the thing about optimism is it makes us do things and be very proactive. And that is a very good thing. So I'm going to say this hopeful, sort of a way of thinking is never going to really cause you too much harm. This is the past. The past. I'm going to guess that you're a person who is good at going into yourself and finding what you've got, sort of in your toolbox of things in life to use. And you're probably very thoughtful about thinking about what you're doing, what's going to be your next move, planning that out. And you've probably carried that with you for a long time. I'm guessing that even when you were quite young, you had that ability. Whether you utilized it or not is another matter, but I think you have that ability. I mean, this is a wonderful card. I love this card a lot. It's a card that really shows the excuse me. So sorry. It's spraying and I'm allergic to everything. It's a card that shows the medieval time period that these cards really were from, because the knights used to go into battle and usually die. But if they didn't die, there was already a coffin made for them. And they would go to the coffin and they would either lie on top of the coffin or inside the coffin. And they would kind of take stock of, wow, I'm actually alive. I probably shouldn't be, yet here I am. So what am I going to do next? So it was actually a very, very positive thing. So this card often means that ability to go in and reflect and evaluate your life. So it's a really positive quality. And maybe you've done some of that. So this is what's above you, what influences you. Now, this is a card that I definitely think of as a Libra card. My daughter, the one I was telling you I did the readings for, this is the card that represents her. It's a good, smart, thoughtful person, somebody who is very bright and communicative and able to cut to the chase on almost anything. They can get to the truth. They're pretty practical. They don't like a lot of BS. They like things to be pretty clean and clinical. They like to do things in a certain time frame, and they like to make things happen, not fiddle about and waste time. So that may be something in you, but this is an influence. So it might be a person you know, a parent, an aunt, a friend, a colleague, somebody that either has influence over your life or over your thought process, somebody who hopefully is a positive influence. They can be a little clinical at times, though. You know, that's the only thing. That's where some of the practicality and stuff comes in. But it can be, you know, a very positive set of features depending on what the situation is. And this is what's below you. It's all about your subconscious, the root of things. And we've got another queen. The Queen of Wands, quite the opposite, really, of the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Wands is very, very open, very communicative, very... I mean, they both have certain qualities that, you know, some of these queen qualities that are very, very similar. But this woman is much more fiery, much more social, much more open, much more of an aggressive person, or assertive, I guess we should say, because, you know, it's all pretty positive. Very open, very action-oriented, you know, somebody who really, really makes things happen. So if that's what is in your subconscious, you certainly have those capabilities to do that. Maybe you're thinking of all the things that you want to do. Maybe it's back there. Maybe you're not really thinking of it consciously, but it's in there. Things that are meant for you to, you know, bring into the world and create. This is, as we move into the future, a very beautiful card. Nine of Pentacles. It's all about creating and having security, good health, wealth, solitude, tranquility, you know, everything that you could ever want, basically. Money, you know, financial things that will get you whatever you want, you know. It's a really great card. Fantastic. This is about your attitude. Well, this guy's attitude is a little bit suspect. I call this the sore winner card. He's won some sort of a battle here, but he looks a little bit smug. So if your attitude is like this, you might be a little bit smug. Maybe you're just happy that you won whatever the battle here was. So it might not be a total bad thing. It depends on what the battle is, what the situation, who it's with. You know, maybe it was well deserved. This is about your environment, often your home. Okay, so this card is about a person who is so mournful looking over some of his cups have spilled. And so these are either missed opportunities or things that have gone wrong. But behind him, he's still got two cups that are upright, and he doesn't seem to notice them at all. So say, I'm going to just throw an example out there. This does not have to mean what it is, but it certainly could for some of you. Say you have 5 children, and 3 of them are not going in exactly the right direction. It doesn't mean you shouldn't help them. You should. But the 2 that are doing everything right are standing right here. So don't neglect them while you're dealing with the problematic aspect of these 3. Or whatever that entails. It could be anything in life. It could be opportunities that have been missed and you're dwelling on the fact that they've been lost when you've got 2 perfectly good opportunities standing right here that you could pursue and that you have the capacity and the talent to pursue. So look at all of your options and don't forget the ones that are right there for you to grab a hold of, because those might be very, very important. Oh, this is such a lovely card. And for some reason, these 2 keep coming up together a lot. The 10 of Pentacles, another card about having what you need financially. This is your hopes and fears. So I'm going to guess that you have some fears that you won't make it financially, but it looks like you will. I mean, this is a card about having it all, you know, living a long time and having your home, your friends, your family, whoever you want around you, having the financial status to, you know, survive quite nicely, and also to have good enough health to live a long time and to live well. It's a beautiful card, a wonderful card. So you need not worry about money. Do the things you have to do to make things happen, and don't worry. You really don't have to worry. This is the outcome. This card's coming up a lot. I mean, almost to the point of abnormal. And I'm going to say it has to do with a lot of people are out of work because of the state of the world right now. A lot of people are having financial struggles. Things are different right now. And I'm going to assume that's why. Now, this is in the future. I'm going to say this isn't in the super far future because it is a weekly reading. But you're worried about money. That's what's also in your hopes and fears. I think you've got some concerns about money here. That's going to be my guess. There's some concern about the finances. So whatever that is, get that in order, because I do believe you're going to be fine financially. Judgment. Judgment is a complicated card. Sometimes judgment comes up just like justice will come up when you're going to get justice in a court matter or in a situation where you feel you have justice coming your way. But judgment tends to be kind of a bigger picture card. A lot of people take judgment as meaning that you do have eternal life. You are not going to die when we die. That it's a card of the heavens and having a place in the heavens and having that belief. So it's a lot of different things to different people. But when it's in your future, it's usually very, very positive. I mean, it tends to mean that you're limitless. We are limitless. You have the capacity to do anything. And coupled with strength, it's a very nice combination because strength means that you have inner strength you didn't even know you had. And whenever we need strength to tap into, which everybody does need that at times, not everyone has it, but you do have it. And you're going to be okay. I feel really good about this reading. Yeah, there's a little bit of sadness here because of something, and there's this card. But as I always say, with this card, anybody who does anything in life of any kind of financial nature will feel this at times. There are ups and downs with finances and investments and things of that nature. And right now, things are kind of precarious. So overall, I think this is a really good reading. There's some really good stuff here. The strength of these queens, the unity of this card representing you. There's a lot of hopefulness. There's a lot of, you know, stability and security. And you're a strong person. You're fairly practical, I'm guessing. But things are going to go really well for you. So enjoy your week, and I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.